is really boring. I know it's great for the world, the universe, but, Earth really, but I have yet to meet someone who has walked away from recycling a can of soda saying, wow, that was so much fun, I want to do it again. And the same kind of goes for museums. And I understand that there are some museum fanatics who really love looking at artifacts, but I just fall asleep after looking at multiple pictures hanging on a wall. Now, these two things may seem incredibly random, but imagine a place that takes both recycling and museums and puts it in the same building. Sounds really boring, but that's what I want to talk to you about today, a place called the City Museum in St. Louis, which is one of the most fun places to go in that area because of its unique history, makeup, and exciting attractions. First, the building started out as the International Shoe Company, which is a shoe factory slash warehouse, until around 1993 when Bob Cassilly purchased it and converted it into a museum, as it was stated, I guess, on the historical website. The museum's website also boasts that Bob Cassilly, the creative director, was a sculptor and entrepreneur who led around 20 artists to create this masterpiece. And the construction began in around 1995 and became public in 1997 and was very successful. According to the St. Louis Business Journal, it attracts around 300,000 visitors a year, including Miley Cyrus. And it also gained the attention of Stephen Fry, an author, who said that the City Museum was one of the most bizarre and beguiling museums he's ever been to. And I know you're wondering how a museum can be both bizarre and beguiling, and that's mostly due to its makeup, because it is primarily made of found or recycled objects. Because Bob Cassilly took part of the structure of the shoe factory and also took objects that he found on construction sites and put it together in this gigantic maze for children of all ages. Part of the building is made up of old chimneys, bridges, construction cranes, and even 2 abandoned airplanes. The structure was so successful that it gained the attention of the Project for Public Spaces, which was very impressed and named it one of its great public spaces, saying that it is an adventurous, ramshackle collection of outside sculptures and play spaces. Of course, the attractions aren't just play spaces, but the inside is primarily that. And there are descriptions of the exhibits on the website, but a lot of it I know from personal experience, from going and hanging out during the summer with friends. And the inside has a bunch of tunnels and caves that are, you can climb through and explore on your own. And it also has the more famous spiral slides that were used as a conveyor system when the building was still a shoe factory. They were used to transport the shoes to the loading dock, but now they make up 2 slides, one a 3-story and one a 10-story spiral, very dizzying slide. And on the outside, they have a thing that is called Monstrosity, and that's where the 2 airplanes are. And it is described beautifully on the website as the most monumental, monolithic, monstrous montage of monkey bars in the world. It has the airplanes that you can climb into through 4-foot wide slinkies, and a fire engine, as well as a castle and a gigantic ball pit that you can play dodgeball in. Inside, back inside, they have a world aquarium which has 10,000 creatures, including sharks and stingrays, and another area that is set aside for the Circus Harmony, which is an area that you can watch circus performances and also take classes and workshops on circus activity. And while a lot of this may seem like it's just for children, it is not uncommon to see wedding parties at this area. They have a reception hall where people can have their wedding and reception and then go out and climb through the tunnels in their dresses and follow their bridesmaids out. Of course, they also have more museum-like exhibits, such as the world's largest working pencil, and architectural exhibits, as well as a pipe organ that was used in the Rivoli Theater in New York City. Now, to wrap things up, the City Museum is an exciting place to hang out and explore the history of St. Louis because of its unique history as a converted shoe factory, its recycled structure, and its wide variety of attractions.